What? Hey guys, it's Andres. Oh, yeah, give him a
This is
second.
Kevin.
Okay, awesome. And welcome back to Brick by Brick. Today we're going to be talking about how you guys can break free from social media addiction or a dopamine addiction or whatever's holding you back from your goals, basically.
100%.
I think some of the biggest benefits of not being on it, and me and Kevin can attest. How long has it been that you haven't had social media platforms?
For like the last, you know what? I'm gonna be completely transparent. I haven't had it for, dude, I think it's been like 3 years, maybe two,
That's
realistically,
crazy. Okay.
but going to three. The only thing that I do have is WhatsApp, but that's mainly like
That's not
family.
social media. That's texting.
Well,
Mm.
there's stories.
Nobody posts the stories on WhatsApp.
Dude, hella old people though. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I have WhatsApp and then also Messenger, but they're mainly used for like texting. But other than that, I think that's all the social media that I have. I used to have Facebook a couple months ago, but I deleted it. But I didn't have the physical, like not physical, but like the app on my phone. I had like the Chrome, like the website on the Chrome, and I would log in there. And yeah, I chose disabled Chrome, so I wouldn't do that. But because I know there's a lot of benefits with that. But speaking about benefits, what do you think is the main ones when it comes to like detoxing from social media?
I think just getting back your time, what I wanted to go into, because I haven't had it for less than you. Like,
That's true. I was gonna ask. Let me ask for your experience.
I haven't had it for like 8, 9 months. And
How's it going so far?
I do use everything. I still use everything, but I don't have the apps on my phone.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like like if I needed to learn something, if I'm trying to learn something new, I'll go on YouTube on my computer because it just makes it like more difficult to access. I have to get up, I have to go get the computer, I have to open it, and it has to be very intentional. Because sometimes when you have the apps on your phone, you'll go into it on accident. on accident, like.
So, do you categorize YouTube as social media?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
How
why
so?
I also don't have the app on your phone. I think
Shorts?
YouTube has YouTube Shorts. You can get lost dead scrolling in YouTube.
YouTube is like a tricky one because we didn't used to use it for that.
You should use it. Like, YouTube is a good tool, but I deleted the app so that even if I'm on my phone and I want to hop on YouTube, I have to go into the browser, not the app. Because
I wonder if there's like a feature in YouTube where it won't do like shorts.
I don't think it's beneficial to YouTube.
Well, yeah,
it
wouldn't be beneficial to them. That's true.
Yeah.
Or maybe like just no, that's true. There's the only thing that I've seen close to that is the kids. But anyways, going back to your point.
I think a lot of the benefits that I've seen is just the gain of overall productivity. I have so much more time to do stuff. Because what I noticed, and this was about at the end of last year, and I've gone on periods where I'll delete everything for a few months to just focus on a goal, on a specific goal. And what I've noticed is that you get so much time back, you get to focus, and even if you get it back, your social media later, like you got so much done in those 3 months, that 1 month, or whatever time frame it was that you gave yourself. So I think an increase in productivity is overall number one.
Before we touch into that, like how did it help you on your personal goals? Because you said it helped you on goals. Like what were some goals that it helped you with?
When I was buying the house, I completely cleared my social media out, and it was just something where I could focus on making money, putting my down payment for the house, and then just those two things. Like I wasn't on social media at all. I wasn't flexing that I was doing that. I wasn't putting stuff online to where I was doing that. But it helped me lock in because I've seen times where you'll be on TikTok, you'll hop on it, you'll be bored for a little bit, and you'll scroll, and all of a sudden, like the 3 minutes, like you watch 60 TikToks, which is super easy. That's an hour gone by.
That's true. That's very true.
I think I've sat down and sometimes like I had been on TikTok and it was 3 hours that went by. I hate TikTok. Like
Yeah,
just for
TikTok.
reference, I don't think
That's
I've
the first
gotten.
thing
I don't think I've
too.
gotten anything good from it.
Yeah, hardly. And
I'm lying.
no, gym stuff. I'm
Yes,
sure
that's where I learned how to
that's
start
true.
doing
You had told me before.
exercises from TikTok,
That's true.
and that's how I started going to the gym because
That's
of
true.
TikTok during
Right.
like when COVID was going on,
Uh-huh.
and I was getting. I started doing ab workouts at home. I downloaded an app that gave me ab workouts, and every day I grabbed like
Is it? I think I've seen one, but
I don't know what it's called. It was a long time ago. But that's how I started, and I think TikTok started picking that up, that I was doing that, and then it started showing.
recommending you.
It started recommending videos on lifting, and then I started going to the gym. And I think that's something that I've gotten positive from that. But
That's it.
you need to do something actionable on it. And
I think it was more bad than good, and that's probably why you
No, I'd say it was equally bad.
equally bad and good.
But right now I'm not a place, like I'm in a place where I know that I need to take an action on something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm deleting like that's why I haven't had everything for so long, because I need to take action on getting to the next step.
Right. Okay. For me, what would I say it has helped me with? Going back to that point, I think for me was
It's such a long time where you haven't.
yeah, dude, it's been a long time, but I would say when I started like barely started doing the gym, because I remember, dude, like I didn't know anything about the gym. Like I was going to Planet Fitness and hitting like a full body workout every day. So I would hit like biceps every day, and it was like with just one machine. It was like I was not
You're
educated,
yeah.
with the gym, the gym everything. But so that by me deleting, all of the apps and social media that I had, that kind of made me focus on just that one goal. And right now I look skinny because I am, but back in the day, you know what? I'm gonna ask the editor if he can put like a photo like somewhere up here. I'll send it to him.
Every time we say that, we forget.
Yeah, honestly, but no, I'll remember. I'll remember. But yeah, I'll tell him, like, I used to weight, I think it was 140 pounds. Right now, I'm at 185. I went down actually, but hopefully, we'll be at 200 next month. And actually this month, right? It's this month?
This
When
month.
we met the goal?
It was last month.
I thought it was.
Oh, actually, you might be right.
No, I think it was this month. No?
Yeah.
Like the end of this month? Dude, we'll see right now. We'll talk about that later. But
Figure it out.
yeah, like I gained like a lot of weight, and most of it is muscle right now because I'm bulking, so it's kind of like a mix. But that helped. Leaving social media behind helped me with that a lot, because I was able to focus on videos that were just necessarily on the gym. Nothing like at the time I used to play like
Do you have YouTube on your
FIFA
phone?
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's because I use it for. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes
you can get lost. It's easy. And
look, I'll show you.
there's nothing wrong with getting lost a little bit.
When you go into YouTube, the first thing it does is sometimes it'll take you to shorts. Like this will, like random stuff will start like popping up and stuff.
I got that video too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes YouTube will, like as soon as you click on the app, it'll take you to the shorts automatically. And it's like a more washed down version of TikTok, in my opinion. Yeah, that's how it helped me. But yeah.
I think a good place to be at is where you can balance that. Like, there's nothing wrong with using it sometimes, but you need to know when to stop.
Yeah.
And for me, I've just realized I'm overall happier without it. That's why I just like what I decided recently this year was to, if I needed to post something, it was going to be through my browser on my computer,
Right.
not through the phone app. Which I think it's not possible. I think there's some things that you do have to post online, or some things that only the app lets you do.
Like on what? YouTube?
On Instagram particularly.
Or Instagram?
I think you can't archive stuff from
I think it's the same
computer.
with Facebook, and I think it's done
Yeah.
on purpose so that you download the app. Yeah.
But like eventually I do want to have everything back, because I want to post things on Instagram for the gym, or just general stuff. But now is not the time for me. I have a lot of other different things that I need to get done first before I can go back to that. I think another benefit of leaving social media behind is that it becomes easier to become fulfilled. Like when I was barely getting into a job and like having all these big goals because of things I saw online. It was very difficult for me to be like, hey, I'm in a good place right now. I'm like doing really well because I saw other people doing like so much better, and it's like regular famous people that you see every day, and it's super easy to find this online now.
Like 100%. And I feel like why that is because it kind of puts you on a different reality per se. You know, you're seeing people really happy, you're comparing yourself to that person, and you're like, well, this person like is doing so well, like what's wrong with me? So you kind of alter your reality there a little bit, which is not good for you because you're comparing, what if you're comparing your chapter 1 to, you know, another person's chapter 20? You know, you don't know how much work they put into certain goal, and you comparing both is really bad because they somehow, some way, their story is different versus yours. So not everything, you know, you're not going to be at the exact same. You know, comparing yourself to that other person is going to 100% drag you down just because you're, basically, when it comes to the goals, you're just basically.
Do you remember a time where like you just posted stuff for other people to look at it?
Yeah, I feel like everyone has.
I think, 100%. And I'm not saying that's necessarily bad, but like sometimes you're like you can be a person, and this isn't bad because a lot of times it's normalized.
Right.
But you become a person that posts something that's not the real way your life is going for attention or for likes or for like to impress somebody.
Yeah.
That's not even where you want to be.
100%. And I feel like there's too much of that going on in today's world. You know, people posting cars and stuff like that. And I think that's what happened to me. Well, if we're talking, you know, personal experience, I think that was one of mine, is posting my car at the time. But then, you know, the car was still, it is mine, but, you know, technically it's the bank's. So it's like that double, you know, it's like, yes, I have this thing that's not mine, you know, but I'm still posting it. I feel like that's mine, at least the one that I can think of. Is there like a situation where you did the same, kind of like
I think
my situation?
I don't know if you'd consider this, but when I started going to the gym, I posted a lot. But I think I just wanted to build a personal brand on that. I've never really had anything to flex in general. I think if I had gotten a car, I think that might have been the case. I think I might have done that.
I think cars are like
with the house. I didn't really post it. My realtor posted a reel, and I kind of reposted it to help him out.
Oh, so you reposted it to help him out, or to kind of show your audience? Do you think it?
I don't know. I think it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was a
main goal.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing for my personal brand. So I don't see it that way. But I guess it's a little bit of both. But it wasn't really like a hey. I'm trying to be fake. I'm trying to make you look at me. But I think it's easy to fall into that. And I think if I had gotten a car, it could have happened. If I had gotten a cool car.
100%. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people feel anxious when they're not. What's another word for anxious? Because we were having a talk about this before.
Nervous or
like, I don't know, like. You know,
you get an itch to pick up your phone and get that dopamine. And this is what I see a lot. Like people having dopamine addictions, I will go to other places and I'll see people like be on their phone while we're having a conversation or things like that. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it doesn't happen to us as much because we deleted everything.
I agree. Because it doesn't really.
And we're used to it. We're used to it now because it's been such a long while that we haven't had things like that.
Yeah, like I know it might seem like if you do it, like it's gonna, you know, affect you at least in the short term. But the benefits really are very long term. Speaking long term are very good. But in our case, I don't think we have that, you know, but we've been in that place where it was. I remember me, like, every time I was at work, I would like pull out my phone and just look at it and put it back, and then 2-3 minutes later, either a vibration or just my brain really would go at it and then look at it again and just repeat it.
You know what I think was really good for me? My first sales job, because I was so locked in on making money that I didn't care. There was days that I didn't touch my phone the whole day because I was so laser focused on that, and I think that was a big level. Like wanting to make commission is not it's no joke. It sets you on. It sets your brain on a really high performance mentality.
Mindset, yeah.
And there was people. This is something that I saw a lot. A lot of people didn't really want to make money. They just wanted to live off of their salary in that job. And they were the ones that were on their phone or trying to avoid calls or not take as many calls. And
there was people that were not there.
I saw that often. Yeah, they were there to make their hourly, but they didn't really want
the commission.
Or they wanted to get a lot of commission on minimal work, and it kind of didn't work out.
Usually that doesn't. Usually it's a volume.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a big factor in how I decided to take control of that, because I was already going to the gym, and if I used the phone, it was after that or during the gym to learn new workouts.
Yeah, I feel like the gym is actually a place where that happens a lot. It's like between workouts, you'll look at your phone and just kind of procrastinate there a little bit sometimes, when in reality you could start warming up for the next set, or just getting a more intense workout, basically more locked in. And I feel like that's happened to us a little bit. We probably need to work on that. But I personally, when I'm by myself in the gym, I do that a lot. So we're not perfect by any means.
We do talk a lot when we go to the gym, but it's because we're passionate about what we talk about. I think it's okay because we do work out. We'll stay there longer, but we'll have conversations about our goals.
True.
I think it makes it twice as productive. Yeah. Even though we take twice as long.
True. Yeah. But personally, I do it too. When I'm by myself, sometimes I'll be doing it too. I'll catch myself on the phone. I'm like, why am I looking at this? I'm at the gym. I should be working out. That's my personal, which no one here is perfect, but just want to put out there, just want to be real.
That's super reasonable. And I think what we can do, we should set actionable steps for people that actually want to stop using their phone. I think a good first step is write down how you can benefit from gaining your time back, or becoming more fulfilled, or having a better confidence, or even being more emotionally balanced. Write it down, because usually when you're not on your phone as much, it leads to less emotional triggering and a more stable state of emotions. We did some research before this on that, and it just leads to overall more mental resilience or emotional intelligence,
confidence, contentment.
Yeah. So
that's a lot.
A good first step: write down how this can benefit you, because when you realize the benefits and you really want to get that from that, you'll be more motivated to doing it.
100%. So what I did, from what I remember, is that, because it's been a long time for me, but no, actually I'll use the Facebook example, because that one was just a couple months ago. So what I did is,
why did you do it, first of all?
Yeah, so why? Because, I don't know, it was very, your brain kind of and I think it's your brain, man.
It wasn't autopilot.
Yeah, I think it's your brain really playing tricks on you. So you got to learn how to separate your brain versus what you want, I feel almost. So what I did was okay, first thing I'm doing is deleting the app. That's the first step I did, just deleting the app. And then I would catch my brain, or I guess the habit that I had already. I'd go looking for Facebook, and I'm oh, I deleted it. So I'd be okay, it's my job, me, not my brain, me, to tell my brain, hey, we're not gonna go install it again. And then just kind of backing off from that, and little by little, At first it was kind of hard, because it was oh, well, what did this person post? Or have I gotten any notifications, especially with Facebook? Because a lot of people share a lot of stuff, and I don't know, I feel to people that use Facebook might understand that. You don't use Facebook, so you probably might not, but when you share something, you like to look at the reactions of people. You're oh, let me see who laughed at my stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like dopamine. That. So that's the dopamine that you get from the app. So deleting that, it kind of tricked my brain into okay, I don't have it. You kind of build that wall in between the decision making and if you play that with your heart, I guess, for lack of a better word, little by little you'll start using it less and less and less. That's what I did. I don't know what you have done.
To add on to what you said, like I used to use Instagram to text. That was my preferred texting platform instead of iMessage. And like when I deleted it, I was like, maybe someone is texting me, and I'll download it again. What I did, like I just decided to do this so that I could never get those back. This was the last time that I did, and I've been 9 months without it. I just told all because I realized that a lot of times people like weren't texting me. Maybe one person or two were texting me, and I just told those two important people to like, hey, I'm gonna delete this. I don't want it on my phone. Text me on my phone number now. And they already had my phone number. Sometimes you texted on that, but that helped a lot because now I'll like sign into Instagram on this once every like 3 months, and I'll realize that nobody texted me. Like everyone knows that I'm off that shit now.
Yeah.
Or at least everyone important, and a lot of people don't give.
Yeah.
They don't care.
A lot of people don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that's like the main thing that you can do. But of course, there's sub stuff that you can do. Like, what would you tell someone to do in order for them to start the journey?
What I did, I set a really clear goal. I think that's a good step too after writing down the benefits. Set a clear goal for you. Like, what do you want to do with that time? Because that's what I did. I wanted to. This was when I was like at the end of my career at the insurance company.
Right.
And I was like, hey, I need to fix a lot of things that are going wrong with my life, and this is taking time away from what I can do.
Yeah.
So I need to set this goal. I need to make this much money to get toward that goal. I need to get this much cleared, and I need to focus on it.
That's what some people call it the detox phase. It's like for a certain amount of time, you'll stop doing what you were doing in order for you to focus on a certain goal. In this case, if you feel like, we'll just put it out in my example, I felt like I wasn't personally progressing on my life. I think it was right after high school too, where I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't want to go to college, but I need to do something. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna focus. Deleted social media. I was like, I've always wanted to go to the gym. Let's start with that. So I started going to the gym. Like I said, I started going to Planet Fitness every day and doing a full body workout, which is not the way of.
It's a start.
It's a start, but it's not the way to doing it.
Where you are.
And then until I spoke to one of my buddies, his name is Ariel, and then he was like, no, dude, you're doing it wrong. And I was like, what am I supposed to do then? And then this is how you do it. So, and then he actually took the time to explain. Yeah, actually. Like, he actually told me what to do. Like, hey, like, you need to actually hurt your muscles a certain amount of times a week and so on. And this is how they grow. This is hypertrophy. And it's honestly thanks to him that I started knowing somewhat a little bit of the gym. And I was like, this makes a lot more sense now versus what I was doing just rapping. But
I think a really big thing for me was starting slow, because I didn't start with a 9-month off everything phase.
Yeah, that's
like the first time that I did it was probably when I started sales and I actually wanted to get good at it. What I did was I deleted everything for a month. And with everything, I mean not everything, I mean Instagram. That's it.
the main thing.
Because I wanted to focus on one thing. And it worked pretty well, and I was like, I got a lot done. I think it's time to go back. I want to start posting gym stuff again. It's been a good while. And it's okay to download it back. The next time, it was like 3 months. It was when right before I met my girlfriend and before I went on a vacation, I deleted that.
So did you delete Instagram and then re-downloaded it, or how did that work?
I re-downloaded it, and then a few months later, I deleted it again, and I went another 3 months when I was looking for a house on an investment, and it was 3-4 months, because I think it was from a July to a January. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January. No, it wasn't that long. Never mind. It was until It was a good chunk. No, it was. I think it was. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. It was like 6 months. That feels like a lot. Well,
So it was actually 6 months instead of the 9?
no. This time it's 9 months.
Oh, okay.
That time it was.
That
6
time
months.
was 6
So
months. Okay.
it was slowly going up, and then I downloaded it again.
When was that? Was it before?
It was like last year in.
Before
It was while I was working. That's why I downloaded it again. I wanted to start posting stuff about insurance. That's why I got it again, and it got me. It was okay.
It got you like 2 leads, no?
Yeah. It was.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah. It was better than nothing, but like recently when I decided that I needed to like get back on track, I deleted it again. I think that was right before we left insurance, and then I still don't have it.
No.
I still don't have it. I actually deleted the most stuff this time, and I think that's a good next step for everyone watching this video. Just delete something. Delete something today. Delete the app that you use the most and focus on a goal. After setting your goal and after figuring out the benefits, delete everything and do it now. Don't wait until tomorrow, because if you say you're gonna do it tomorrow, you probably won't. I've fallen for this a few times.
Go to your screen time and then look at the apps that you use the most. If you see TikTok is in the first place,
I think TikTok is a good first deletion.
Delete it. And if you see it's Facebook, delete it. Some people have to start little by little. I am that type of people. Some people just cold turkey, they can just turn it off immediately. I feel like to me it's kind of like you're gonna kind of ease it off. I'm that type of people, at least, right? I relate to those type of people. So I would do like the one that you use the most, because it's gonna be the one that returns, I guess, the best ROI.
Investment.
And it's gonna be that one, and it's not gonna be as hard because it's just gonna be one app. So I think it's the best of both worlds is what I would say. If you can do it, delete everything, and then that by a week or 2 you're still gonna be like that, then by all means delete everything, every type of social media that you have. Otherwise, start by one. And if you're not sure, start by one. Yeah. Because that kind of gives it away. But what's something that you feel, apart from not like when it comes to your phone, right? What's something else that you have done that's phone related that has helped you in the I think it's in the long term, not just social media.
And this helped me stay on track, because sometimes we'll get bored, or I'll want to learn something and it'll be like, hey, I want to download YouTube to learn something, but I don't have it on my phone. I think replacing screen time with other fulfilling activities. I don't know if you've heard of this app, but I'll show it to you real quick. It's called the Deep Stash.
The Deep Stash?
Have you seen it?
No.
It's like super low stimulus, and it has like quotes, like motivational quotes and passages from books, from self-help books. And like, see, these are, okay.
I haven't seen
It's the free version, but like you'll see quotes here. Mm-hmm. Like this one says, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows."
I heard that quote.
And then like you'll see them here, and there's a bunch of quotes, and you can just keep.
So what's that app for?
It's
basically
helped me replace Instagram, because instead of having all those colors and like looking at other people, you'll like get motivational quotes and you'll like be inspired. And maybe it sounds lame, but it's helped for sure. I think another big thing is podcasts and audiobooks for me. For sales, I've been listening on Spotify.
Oh, dude, 100%. If you're like in sales, or not just sales, we say sales because we're in it, but not just sales.
Anything that you do in your career.
Video editing, if you do accounting, or if you do, HR work, whatever you do, there's always a podcast that will talk about how you should improve to that. So instead of you mindlessly, going through TikTok, what you can do is listen to that podcast instead of, mindlessly, which this won't really do anything for your life or benefit you in any way, versus the podcast. Yeah, it's not the same dopamine, but it will give you more back.
A lot of the time I'll replace music with podcasts or audiobooks, and I've been listening to one called 30 Minutes to President's Club. And it's a podcast about sales, and like they talk to other top performers.
Give me a link to that one.
Yeah,
sounds cool. I like the title.
Also reading books.
Reading
You've
books
you've
too.
seen all the books in the back there.
There's
Like
books over
books
here.
on sales on self
These
improvement.
aren't mine.
And just in general, like reading helps a lot.
There's a lot of things that you can do instead of being on social media. And if you're tired, like for let's say work, you can always keep yourself busy physically too. So like going to the gym. What I personally do a lot is I love washing my car. I'm gonna actually do it right now. But if you feel like tired, but you still want to like physically be active, you can always do the activity. Some people like to wash their cars, like me. Some people like to clean the house, to where it's still helping you out.
I hate going outside in this heat.
Well, I go to like the car wash place,
Okay.
where with the little roof and all.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool, But anyways, some people like it, some people don't. And you can clean the house or whatever, but it's physical, so that you're at least doing something to help yourself versus, just
Doing nothing.
basically
Wasting your time. Because I don't think all those funny TikToks have benefited me in any way. I think maybe like the gym TikToks are good, but it's few and far between.
Yeah, they're very very rare. Yeah, I remember my TikTok, what it used to look like. Don't get me wrong, I did love TikTok because my TikTok was just memes.
It's fun.
It was funny videos. Like every time I would go to TikTok, I'd be laughing.
Dude, I hated the phase where it was all like a bunch of TikTok dancing.
Oh,
And that's all I got.
what was that, like before COVID or during
I
COVID?
don't even remember, but that was
Yeah, but it was boring. Good thing that my feed wasn't that, but yeah, no, to me it was fun to be on TikTok, and that's the reason why I had to let it go, because it was wasting a lot of time. Yes, it was fun, but it wasn't something that was going to improve my life. And if you're into wanting to improve your quality of life or the others, then you need to delete it.
I want to touch on what I like to call fake self-improvement, which is watching things and not taking an action on it.
100%.
Because there was a time where I was getting a lot of self-improvement stuff on my phone, on TikTok, and I was not doing anything with it. I was just saving TikToks, leaving them for later, and going back to watching more. And I think that's very detrimental because it puts you in a mentality where you think you're doing really well and you think it's being good for you, but really it's not. It's just wasting more time and making you feel good about it.
I think that's the worst type of procrastination in my opinion.
I don't think it is. I think there's worse stuff, but
because it's like tricking your brain into thinking you're doing something, but you're actually not, because you're just watching. Versus like TikTok, at least you're wasting your time. Like there's a problem, you're just not fixing it. Versus knowing like you have a problem and thinking you're fixing it, but you're not.
Yeah.
To me, at least personally. But yeah, that's a big one. That's a good point. Really good point. And YouTube was. Because I went through that personally, that was like 2 years ago, where I was quote unquote like looking at like, oh, how to invest, how to save and stuff like that. But in reality, I was still like wasting money. Like there was no tomorrow, and that was a really bad decision.
I think these last 2 years have been the best for me in terms of actually doing actionable things, because I got tired of not getting stuff done.
Yeah.
And I started realizing that, like, once you mentalize that, hey, this is wasting time, I'm not doing anything with it, and it's scary to make big moves.
Yeah.
I think that's why I put off buying a house for so long, because it was scary. But the biggest thing for me was just doing it anyways, because it was like an expensive house, but I did things anyways, and I had spent years researching that and doing nothing on it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta take a step and. Yeah, but I think those are the biggest benefits of like leaving that, being able to lock in.
I want to touch back to the first one, which was the priority. So I feel like once you actually start focusing and leave your phone behind, let's say like on my situation, what I did, which I already explained, but I'm gonna touch on it briefly, is like I started the gym. For you, it could have been something different. It could have been, I don't know, learning a new skill. I know that's very like overused in today's social media, or at least like YouTube space. But actually, like if you're struggling with making money, dude, those 3 hours you could have probably went to somewhere and sold something, or you could have flipped something on marketplace. You could have done some type of skill, or either, just basically improve your quality of life. Wouldn't you
Or
agree
your
with that?
skill set, because your skill set's what's going to make you money. At the end of the day,
100%.
yeah, like the only thing that's going to make you money is the skills that you have. And I think that's the best way to get started. So there is a good side to social media. Like you can be posting stuff and making money off of it, or building a personal brand and
Yeah.
using it to further your business or your goals or your
Now in that case.
connections. But I think a lot of people don't know how to leverage that until they start building those skills. So I think that a lot of the people watching this are not going to be in that place. So I think that's kind of the audience that we're trying to reach out to.
It's only a certain percentage of people that will actually take an action.
I think we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. 100%. Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're still trying to figure out what the next best step is, and then we can start building our personal brand on that.
100%. And right now we're in the weird phase of and I think Alex,
it's a rebuild mode.
Yeah, it's basically you're rebuilding and you're just kind of barely expanding and looking over the horizon. I feel like
I'm thinking a lot of basketball right now, but it's like our team has been trashed for so long, and we gotta rebuild. We gotta take it really slow and rebuild into the next step, the next phase.
Yeah,
we gotta build our super team.
You're basically looking into what players, to get in the transfers, to basically make your team stronger.
Yeah,
and the team, I guess the players are the businesses. In our case, at least, I would say. But yeah, 100%. So I would say, touching back into the actions that you can do today is, we forgot to mention as well, if you want to stop using your phone a little bit more, I don't know how to activate it, and I think I've mentioned this in another video. It's you click twice on your phone. I forgot how to activate it. No, it's 3 times.
It's in
more
in accessibility. Yeah. It's in accessibility, or you can even put it in a shortcut.
So basically,
that it turns on grayscale. You just set a shortcut to turn on grayscale, and it'll turn your phone black and white.
Grayscale equals black and white, essentially. So you press the button 3 times, and your phone will be black. So all the colors, the colorful colors,
you can also put a shortcut in the bottom.
Yeah,
right there.
And all the colorful colors will disappear, and it will be plain white and black.
Screen time by 30%.
That's something that you can do right now.
Yeah,
actually, I don't care who's listening to this. I think they should do it.
Everyone should do it.
Unless you're doing social media, for...
Even if you are, you should turn the grayscale on.
You think?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Well, what if I'm posting reels on Instagram?
That doesn't matter. Why do you want to be more time on your phone?
No. Well, if you're posting the video on Instagram, you want to look at it how it looks on the... Yeah.
You can turn it off and on. Turn it off while you're posting it.
Well, I guess that's true. But that's one thing you can do. What else do you think is an actionable item move that they can do right now, literally as they're hearing this?
I think that's pretty much it. Go delete one app. I want to basically recap everything. I think that would be good. Set up a little step-by-step guide. I think number 1 is write down the benefits. Put it where you can see it and realize what you can actually gain from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And when you realize that, it's just going to make you want it even more. Number 2 is setting a goal for yourself. You already have your goals. Just set it. Give yourself a time frame, a reasonable time frame. Give yourself a little bit more, because it's probably going to take longer than you think. And then delete one app. I think that's step 2. Set a goal and delete one app. Get started with it. Step 3, follow through. Do what you say you're going to do. Replace that screen time with those fulfilling activities like reading, podcasts, audiobooks, other low dopamine activities. Replace it with going to the gym, because the time that you go to the gym is the time that you can spend out on one of those apps. On average. And it's going to make you feel better. It's going to improve your quality of life. I think that's a good summary, and those are the 4 or 5 biggest steps to being able to get that done and set their goals and do the detox. And then I think step 5 is just doing it again to the point where it like just becomes easy for you to do and you don't need it anymore because you need to build that habit.
For those people that want to hear like facts, we'll lay them out here really quick. So basically, in the global and US averages for someone on their phone, this is like the average person. Most people stay on their phone doing something that's non-essential. So things like social media, gaming, streaming, like watching streamers or browsing the history or browsing Google Chrome or Safari, whatever, is an average of 4 hours and 37 minutes. Now, if you're the average, which I don't know if you consider that yourself, right? But at least, most people are average. That's like, if we make the math on that, we'll say a week, that's 30 hours a week that you're losing. So that'd be basically, that's like you having almost like a full-time job using TikTok or social media.
That's crazy.
That's 30 hours per week. Can you imagine 30 hours a week just gone by like that? What would you do with an extra 30 hours a week?
That's a whole day, dude. You should start a business.
Dude,
go sell something.
That's 1,440.
You can get a second job. You can get a part-time
That's what
job.
I'm saying. Like you can make more money to do that. But that's basically 60 days or 2 months gone of your whole year. So if you lived 10 months, technically. That's crazy to me. And that's the average for the person here in the US. And man, you can just think about that. That's some crazy stats here. And what's Gen Z? Is that like, I think that's our generation, right?
That's like from 2001, I think, to like 2000. No.
So for
it's like 1990 something to
1997. 1997. I remember now.
Okay.
It's 1997 all the way to like 2000 and it's like the early 10s, I think. 2005?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So for Gen Z specifically, it's
2012.
Yeah. There you go. So Gen Z specifically spends about 7 to 9 hours daily on screens. To me, that's imagine all that time lost. Well, that's some crazy stats that I come up with, but yeah, it's a little crazy. But are we reaching the end of the podcast?
I think so.
I think so.
I think it's a good time to end it. I think this one's gonna be a shorter video, but it's gonna be a good one.
By like a couple minutes. Usually we're like a little bit below the hour or over an hour.
A little bit over. Yeah. But I think this is really good because we got actionable items and this hopefully helps a lot of people in sharing our experience. But I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else to add? Start now is a good.
I think that would be the main thing. Just start now.
You're not going to start tomorrow.
Honestly, like you're not going to start tomorrow. Like if you're watching this video, I dare you to do something that we told you to do, whether it's like turning on the white and black or deleting the app. Just go to your screen time and delete the app that has the most usage in your phone or and delete it. Just delete it and forget about it. That would be, at least set yourself a challenge to delete it for 1 month. I think that's the perfect, because I believe habits only last 21 days, right? 21 days.
You know this, I don't.
Yeah, there's a saying which is backed up by science that habits last 21 days. So as long as it's more than the 21 days, you're pretty good. But I would suggest a month just to play on the safe side. And that way, when you'll next time that you install social media and you feel like it's distracting you too much, you won't be as oblivious to it as before. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, first thing, just do something. Do something about it. Don't let TikTok steal your time or anyone else steal your time. Have some ego towards your time.
Yeah, claim that.
Yeah, if TikTok is wasting your time, dude, get mad at it. Get mad at TikTok and just delete it. That would be my.
That's good. That's a good start. But yeah, that's gonna be everything from us. We'll see you guys next week. We have to upload last week's podcast now.
We have to upload.
And then we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Laters.